Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. So today I'm going to work on this problem intersection of two arrays. So it's mentioned easy, but if you want to think about it, it can be done in many ways. So I have tried three solutions for this. So there were three approaches that I have tried, and unfortunately the solution or the test cases, like we have to pass all the test cases. So in my third approach I couldn't pass one test case, due to which I'm left with two approaches, which I'm going to explain you in detail. Like I'm going to write the pseudocode and I'm going to do a dry run, and then I will write the code here on LeetCode platform to see if it is passing all the test cases or not. So before we go ahead on detailed explanation, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. I need your support on that, and it doesn't hurt. Like, there is just a button which you have to click on it, and that's it. It won't ask for any money, but it will motivate me enough to make more videos. So please do that, and let's have a look at the detailed explanation. Okay, so let's see the detailed explanation. So before we do that, let's see the sample input that has been given to us in the problem. So we have two arrays. The first array is 1, 2, 2 and 3. So 4 items. And in the second array we just have 2 elements. So it can be done in O(n) square complexity. Okay, how? So what we have to do is we have to iterate over each array. So first we will iterate over our first array, let's say array 1, and then we will iterate over array 2, and then we can compare if array 1 dot item is equals array 2 dot item. If that's the case, then add it to a result list. So you have to create a linked list or array list, anything, and add that item to it, right? And when you do that, that's it. Okay, but what can be the problem? Like, we don't know in this if we can optimize this enough right now, but you can do that. How? First of all, let's see if it will work fine or not. So we have 1, 2, 2, 3 in the first array and 2, 2 in the second array. So 1 will get compared with all of these values. Okay, so it will not find 1, so it won't add in the new list. Then we will check for 2. 2 will get checked, but 2 will get checked twice. So that means that in the list we will have 2 twice. For this 2 we will again have 2 twice. Okay, so this is the problem with this logic right now. So let's see with O(n) square complexity if we can optimize this enough or not. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so we have the O(n) square complexity known, but we need to see the correct output also, because right now what we will get with O(n) square is 2, 2 and 2, 2. So this will be our output, which we don't want. So how to reduce it? So let's say we have again for loop. So the for loop is first for array 1, and the second loop is obviously for array 2. Now what we need to do is we need to compare if array 1 dot item is equals array 2 dot item. So if that's the case, then what do we have to do is we need it to be added to our result list. So we can add either one, array 1 or array 2 dot item. But when you do that, first we have to make, so let's say we are at so array 1 has value 2 right now. That means we are index 1 right now, and in array 2 we are at the 0th index, which has again value 2. So when 2 equals 2, we are adding in the list 2. But I want in the array 2 this value to be a different number. Like, let's say let's say -1. So why we want to do that? We want to do that because we don't want it to be iterated again. Okay, because if we don't do it, then again it will check it, right? So just to be on the safe side, what I will do is for array2.item, I'll make it, you can do either one, array2 or array1, just don't use the same array here and here. Okay, when you do this, you just have to break out of the loop. Why break? Because if you don't break, then this -1 will get compared by 2, which is okay, which is completely okay, but it could be it could be a problem in a different test case. I'm not sure, but just to be on the safe side, you have to break out of the loop. Okay, because we don't want that to be iterated again. So what I will recommend is, just for now, comment this out one and then try with break. There will be a one test case which will get failed just because you will have a value which will get iterated again. Okay, so this is the complete logic that you have to do. Again, when you have a list, you can iterate over the list and then add it to a integer array, right? Or you can use stream API to convert list to int and then return it. So this is the first logic. So now this has a complexity of O(n)², so it will take much time. Now let's see the second solution. I hope this is clear. Okay, so let's go to the second solution. Okay, so we have to optimize the solution using O(n)² complexity. Okay, that's our target right now. So again, you already know that for O(n)² we already have 2 loops, so that's why the complexity is O(n)². But this is not always preferred, but this is always the easy solution. So every time think about the easiest solution first, then we can like make it more efficient using O(n) or O(n log n complexity. But let's start with O(n)². So how can we optimize this? So first of all, like what I performed is, I first check if like which array is smaller. Okay, because it could be possible that both of them are same in length, but it could be possible that one of them is smaller in length. So if one is smaller than length, then we can optimize this. How? So let's say let's not say, we can see that if this is array2 and if this is array1, we already know that array2 is smaller. Okay, so we will create or maintain 2 arrays, main array and max array. Okay, and then we can tell that this array is max and this array is min. I can provide you the if else condition. It's pretty easy, you can do that. When you have that, what you need to do is you need to iterate over main array rather than max array. So what will happen is, in main array you will only iterate the loop twice, right? But if that was max array, you have to iterate it over 4 times. Okay, so you are already reducing it by 2. So when you iterate over main array, you again have to iterate over max array. But isn't it making it same? Like if you use max array above and min array below, it will do the same, because 2 into 4 is 8 and 4 into 2 is again 8. But you can do that, it's okay. But the purpose of this is, if you do that, you can always compare if min array dot item, so let's say item 1 equals item 2, right? And if that's the case, you need to add it. Okay, so let's work on our second solution. So this will be implemented by hash maps. So why hash maps? Let's see that first of all. because we have key value pair, and if you have two arrays to compare, always think about a logic using hash map. Okay, retrieval is really easy and really efficient, so please always use this. So how should we achieve it using hash map? So let's say I'm having two hash map for two arrays. So in my first hash map I will have data like this: 1 2 3, and the count will be 1. 2 is coming twice, so that's why the count will be 2. 3 is coming once, and the same will go for hash map 2. So in the key value pair you will have 2 and 2. Okay, so what we can do is afterwards just iterate over either map and then check for the value if the another map is containing that value or not. Okay, so we need to add the result to a list first of all, so it could be array list or linked list, it's up to you. Okay, this is the one which will have the result, like the intersection of these two arrays. So now coming to these two hash map, we have two hash map, okay, and they have these values. So choose any one of the hash map. So let's say I'm choosing hash map 1. I'm iterating over this. So if I get the key set of this hash map, what I will do is I will iterate over the keys. So first of all I will get the key 1. Now I will go to the hash map 2 to see if it contains this key or not. Okay, so right now 1 is not in the key section of hash map 2, so we won't do anything. We will just come to the loop again. Now we will come to value 2. So now it will check if 2 is inside this hash map or not. So again we will use contains for this. So right now you can see that the hash map 2 is containing the value 2. So what we will get is we will fetch the value from hash map 2, and again we will get the value from hash map 1. So we will get the values from both hash map, and then we will compare which one is minimum, right? So why we are doing minimum? So let's say there was one more 2. Okay, so what should be the out? Okay, you might not be able to see this. So let's say we have one more 2 here in the array 1, and array 2 is just like this. So what should be the output in this case? Output will be this, right? But in this case we will have the count 3 rather than 2, and in that case we want to fetch value 2, not 3. So that's why we always want to get the minimum out of these two. Okay, so that's why we have to use min. So after getting the min value, what should we do? After getting the min value, we just have to fill the value in our list this times. Whatever the count comes, that times we have to add the value. So list will have value 2 twice, and then you can convert this list to array. So this is really simple. Let me know if you are not able to understand this. Let me know on the comment section. So if you have any issue, then please let me know. Otherwise we can move ahead and write the logic on LeetCode to see if it is able to pass the test cases using both the approaches. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so let's see the solution here on LeetCode platform. But just a reminder, I'm apologizing in advance for saying this again. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And let's see the solution now. Okay, so first logic was the ON square, which is not optimized solution, but it's the easy one. So what we need is, first of all, we need a list which will be our output. So let's say result, and then we have a new array list. Oops. So use either one, either array list or linked list. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. Okay, so now what we need is we need to return this list. Okay, so I will be using stream API. You can use the for loop to convert this list to an array. So I'll use list dot stream dot map to int colon, and then here we will be writing I want to convert integer to int value. So these are just a variable. This is just a variable of type integer, obviously. So this will return the list. So just to check, you can also click on run code. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now what we need is we need two for loops. Okay, it's creating the error because I put two spaces here. Okay, so inside for loop we need another for loop. So what will they have is they will iterate over. So let's say n1 for nums1 and n2 for nums2, and then what we need is we just need to compare the value n1 with n2. But if we do that, we won't be able to do -1 thing. But I want to show you the break thing first, and to show you why we need -1, or maybe I'm wrong. So let's see. So result dot add either one, n1 or n2, and then break out of it. So when we do break, so in this case, let's see. So the first value is 1. So 1 is not inside the second array, so it will never go inside this if condition. In the case of index 2, value 2, sorry, so it will go and compare and it will find the value 2 twice, but we don't want to iterate it twice. So if it find the first occurrence, it will break out of it. That we wanted. So using break, it will do that. So let's see. So it's creating the error because we are using list rather than result. Okay, so it's successful. So let's submit. Okay, so it failed. So it failed at this. So output is 2 twice and the expected was 1. So why is that? So in the case of value 2, the first occurrence of 2, it will find if it is able to find the value 2. So it is able to find it, so it will put the value 2 inside. Then it will break out of it. Then it will go to this index 2 and it will again have the value 2, right? So that is what we don't want because there is only 1, 2. So that's why just to do this, I had to put it to -1. So that's the reason, nothing else. So we want to know the index, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so we just have to do nums1, sorry, and then nums2. Okay, when that happens, just add either one and then put the other one to -1. So -1 is not in any test case, so that's why I used the -1 value, but you can use any value which is not in the test case. So you can even use infinity dot max and then use -1 there. So let's see if it is working. Okay, so it's failing somewhere. Where did it go wrong? nums2 dot length. Okay, so it should go fine. Okay, still a problem because we forgot nums1 and nums2 there. Okay, making a lot of mistakes today. So it's done. So let's see if it able to submit this test case. Okay, so 11 millisecond and all test cases are passed. So pretty easy solution, right? So let's try the second one now using hash map. So again, I need my list there, so I'm not going to change that portion. I'll just quickly create two hash map. And first what we need to do is we just need to insert the values to both hash map, right? So let's quickly do that. Okay, so Java 7 for int n nums 1, and then if check if map 1 dot contains key n, then just put map dot put map 1 dot put n comma map dot get value this n, and then do +1. so it will increase the counter if it is already there. If it is not there, then we have to just put it for the first time like a fresh one, so it will be just 1. And we have to do this similar for array 2, so it will be map 2 okay, I made a mistake here, map 1. Okay, so we just have to replace nums1 to nums2. So now we have our two hash map. Now iterate over either one, so I'll go with the order and use the first one. So what we need to do is we need to have the key set of map 1. So we already have a method for that. So it's key set, and when we have the key set, we just have to check if the map 2 is contains key n. Okay, if the map 2 is containing the first map value, that means that we already found the intersection. So in that case, just add the value, but we don't know how many times. So just to do that, we need to get the minimum value of these two map keys. So I'll maintain a count. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll use math.main function to get the minimum value out of them. So how to do that? So first you have to get map1.key, which is already inside n, and but you need to get the value, right? So what you need to do is map1.get n, and same thing for map 2. You will get two values and you will get the minimum one. So when you have the minimum count, what you need to do is you need to add that to the list, right? So you can use for or while, either one you want. So let's use while. So when count is greater than 0, then add into the list number n, and then do count minus minus. You can also do that here and then replace this line, but just for simpler stuff, let's do this. Okay, when you have this, you are almost done. Almost, I think you are already done. So let's try. Okay, so an error, which one it is not able to find? It is not able to find list because we are using result right now. I used previously list, so that's why it is going wrong. So the test case is accepted, the sample one. Let's submit. Whoa, 5 millisecond, and the other one was 11 millisecond, all more than half. So it's good. So I have given you two solutions. It's not like you have to use this one first. It's just for the optimization purpose, because they both work fine, and it doesn't matter which one you use. You just have to pass all the test cases, right? That's the priority. So I think that's about this video. Please let me know if you have any questions, or if you want any other problem to be solved using any easy way or optimized way. It's up to you guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, like my videos, and yeah, please provide your feedback if it is possible. And stay tuned, stay healthy, and have a great day. Bye bye.